Yes, welcome back to CHRY 105.5. This is the Kubandwa show on CHRY 105.5. You're in the midst of the Black Liberation Month special. And of course, this is Usheak Koroma with brothers Kwame at the controls. And we have an interview lined up.
And Marshall Mike Tyson in the mix.
Yes, in spirit.
And Sankofa in the wilderness.
You got it.
But we always give you thanks for letting us into your space, your driving cars, your living room, and we ask you to pass on that message that definitely CHRY 105.5 is the leading source for diversity.
Correct.
Yes.
So you have an interview lined up. Could you do us the favor of introducing the young lady, and then I'll bring her on the line?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, online with us is Felicia Guy-Lynch. Well, it's a powerful name. And she's an author, a narrator, and a young woman with a vengeance of telling our story. Right. And she has 3 books on her credit and more to come. And she's going to tell us more about those books and where she's going to be doing her book signing. Greetings and welcome to CHRY 105.5.
Peace, my brothers. I really appreciate you guys having me online tonight.
It's our duty as community broadcasters.
Always there's so many stories. Today, we went to say farewell to a very dignified 92-year-old grandmother that passed away. Her stories that we are told from those who knew her were just incredible. And there's this Jamaican brother pastor from another mother who, her preaching was so African that I have to, embrace him and say thank you for standing tall, because the churches have been the places where our stories have been disrespected. But let's don't digress on what we have in our front. Felicia, allow me to call you that, what made you pioneeringly decide to put pen to paper?
Honestly, you can leave a legacy behind that transcends, being in this physical body for a limited amount of time. And you can leave something for future generations to refer to and say, you know what, I did my best, but here are tools for you to do better. Because knowledge is only power when you implement it and it's practical. There has to be a certain level of practicality that can be applied to not only your lives, but given to future generations, which is why I write. So hopefully, God willing, I'll have my children that, just share with the books and say, hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
You are deep. You're very deep. Who would you say inspired you, or who are the people that you look up to as you were growing up? Growing up,
I looked up to Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, India Ari, and from a music perspective. But for authoritative, or as for an author, I'd have to say Sister Soldier. She is very real. She keeps it real. She doesn't filter anything. Shout outs to her. She's even behind the inspiration, my latest publication for my 3rd book, which is called Time for Healing. So those are just a few of the very powerful Black women, that I look up to.
I feel empowered hearing a young person like you. I don't really want to investigate your age on the air, but I feel fulfilled, because this is very difficult, as we were saying on the air, to grow up as a young person, because around us are so misrepresentative of our narrative. But let's come to what you've put on paper so far. You've got 3 books to your credit. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I could start off with Scattered Thoughts, A Stream of Consciousness. And it's a book of poetry on various subject matters. I talk about love, sex, economics, politics, and I like to say melanated entities as opposed to Black, because Black is socially constructed, which reinforces the dominant ideology of categorizing us, so I'd rather say melanated, because we have the most amount of melanin, which is the electromagnetic conductor to the sun, and which keeps us powerful. So that is for the first book. My second book is called 365, and it was illustrated by the love of my life. His name is Bradley Lindsay, and you can check out his work at www.universeismycanvas.com, and it's just a quote a day for the whole year. And my third book, which I already early mentioned, is called Time for Healing, and it's a novella. It's longer than a short story, but it's not quite a novel, and it's a story about this girl. Her name's Lydia. She's a Jamaican-Canadian girl. She's on her quest for healing and doesn't even know it. But what she finds out in the end is very beautiful.
So impressed by your delivery so far, and the fact that you have penned 3 books. What would you say to a young person listening who has the desire, but it's just at a stage of desire and they haven't kicked it into the physical as yet? How would you full inspire them to take that challenge, the challenge of self, and manifest the work in the physical?
I would simply tell them, listen, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Live like it's your last, but leave behind something as if you're going to be here forever. You know, like I was saying earlier, you want to leave something where the future generations have something to relate to or have some sort of reference point. So I tell them, if you don't write your story, someone else is going to write their story. And it might continue to perpetuate the misrepresentation of our people. So if you can be the one to change that, why are you holding back?
Well
the
said.
biggest step is writing, and then once you get it out there, everything else will fall into its place. With good intent, of course.
So how can people reach you so that they can, if they want to follow you, how can people follow you?
Just Google my name, Felicia Guy-Lynch, Facebook, Twitter.
Say it slow and spell it out so that people can jot it down, because you are the Ma Angelo in the making.
Whoa, that is deep.
Oh,
wow,
yes.
That's very humbling. Give thanks for that.
Yeah.
FELICIA GUYICIA GUY hyphenated LYNCH.
Yes.
And if you put my name in the Google search engine, you'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Wow. Is there a line you might want to leave with us from any of your book? If you have it, is there a line you want to leave with us on the airwaves?
Oh, it's simple. I am.
Wow.
Because
I am.
Because we are
fully loaded. Wow.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. Anything that you wanted to say that we didn't ask you?
Honestly, I just want to tell all the listeners, stay as positive as much as you can, because there's enough negativity out there to keep you depressed for a lifetime. So just, stay close to the Most High, love like you'll never see each other again, and just do your best and keep it moving like the rest.
And who are you, for the record?
I'm simply an experiencer for the Creator. I'm just an entity. I'm here for a reason, walking in my purpose and on a journey. I'm just trying to, find that balance between the so-called ego and the true self, and know how to differentiate it. That's who I am.
And your title by way of name?
Regarding my name, I'm sorry?
Your title, how can people remember you again? Your name?
Felicia Guy-Lynch, FELICIA GUY hyphenated LYNCH. Like Lynch as in Willie Lynch and Guy as in Guy, French version.
Thank you for joining us on the airways of 105.5. You've inspired our Friday, and we hope you've inspired the global village.
a very inspirational young lady, and I hope and pray that all your dreams and aspirations be realized. You have given me faith that our words are not going in vain, and there's a next generation coming behind.